Welcome to Atlanta, Georgia, Bobby Dodd Stadium and the home of the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. The Rambling Wreck is here, and these fans have been waiting since early in the day to get this one cranked up. Today, a couple of teams getting set to square off in an ACC battle. As we'll see, the Duke Blue Devils taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Blue Devils will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets offense will take the first swing of the game. And here he comes, a man who epitomizes the phrase, the tight end's always open, David.
And yes, he is, Reese, and it's so cool. The tight end position now has evolved so much. You can move him all over the field, and you can really highlight a guy of his ability.
Too big for safeties to cover and too fast for linebackers to cover. This is a weapon they've got to take advantage of.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
This defense really needs to be careful. They have to play with great eye discipline, understanding where the football is at all times. Moving forward, they have got to know if this guy has the ball, because he is dangerous in space.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Wants to throw. It's Higgins. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. He's no stranger to the end zone. His 50th career touchdown grab.
Doesn't matter who's calling plays. Doesn't matter who the quarterback is. You throw this guy's direction if you want to win games. He is a difference maker. He's one of the best in the nation. 50 touchdown catches is incredible.
It's just incredible production and just sustained production consistently week in and week out in the lineup. You know, you're going to throw him the football, you know exactly what you're going to get. What an unbelievable number to hit.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Duke Blue Devils offense will go to work for the first time today. One matchup to watch in this one is how well do the backers tackle in space, David?
Yeah, and you've got to have great linebackers to get this guy on the ground. And they've got it. So it's going to be an interesting matchup. A lot of head-to-head battles, linebacker versus running back.
Yeah, tackling him in space, but also covering him out of the backfield. These two dudes are going to be shadowing each other all game long.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. To the air on first down. And they got him for the sack.
And the defense coming through with the first sack of the day. And I'll tell you what, this defense, they get so many negative plays, and they play so fast. Sometimes you think when you watch them on tape, they got 12 guys. Last week they pitched a shutout. This week playing a great ball again.
And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. To the air, it's Peppers. And they can't make the connection on third down, but hold everything, there is a flag. Let's see what that's about. So the offense gets an automatic first down after the roughing the passer penalty. And the Blue Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
It's a draw. No, he just flat ran over it. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
And for a draw play to be successful, it's not just the quarterback that has to sell pass, but also the offensive line. The tackles really letting their defensive ends rush upfield, guards and centers passing their guys off at the last second, and then running down the field trying to get hats on hats in the second level. Beautiful execution.
That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the second level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle and make a play in the ball.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Fires toward the end zone. Fires into traffic. Picked off. Bringing it back. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
Wide receiver shows motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Crosses to 30. Nothing but green ahead. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field.
And this receiver is so dangerous. There's so many different ways that he can hurt a defense. You got to throw it to him conventionally, but find creative ways to get him the football out in space and let him go to work.
It's complete on the right side.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Gets it out fast. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. All the way down to the 25-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And here's the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Back to throw, it's Peppers. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. He's going to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. Work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. They knock him down right there.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
On that RPO, the QB is just trying to keep it himself and see if he can get the first down, but nothing doing. He wasn't able to spring free, just too much speed defensively, and now it sets up fourth down.
First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with the football. And they've been up and down the field, David, so far.
And this defense needs to...
He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's caught inside the 25. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Quick completion on the out route. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. And the Yellow Jackets racing to the line in the hurry-up. Touch pass on the run. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see...
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. First down for the offense. A quick pass to the left.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with it. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes second down. Dropping back, it's Peppers. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. The Blue Devils will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the move, it's Shields. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David.
He lofts one down the sideline. He's got another 25. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given.
And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
Looking to throw, it's Peppers. It's caught. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. And the Blue Devils want to pick up the tempo. He wants to throw. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Dialing up a second down pass play. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Looking for a block, it's Shields. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Here comes the offense on first down. He's looking to throw it. Gonna take a shot. Reels it in down the left side. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Purdue is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Purdue, Pete, isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 7 over Maryland. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Got him downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive. Defense finally able to make the stop.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Fires to the big fella. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Offense gets set for second down. Back to throw. It's Peppers. Unleashes one. And the pass hits. Picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. Quarterback stands alone. All wide receivers. Comes out throwing on first down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline.
You know the saying, no risk.
Incomplete.
No biscuit. If you want big plays on offense, you've got to be able to take shots. They didn't hit that one, but moving ahead in the second half, expect this offense to keep dialing them up.
Second and 10 after the previous play.
Let's go!
He's looking to throw. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and the ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to pass on second down. Pressure's there and he lets it go. That pass is incomplete and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming.
Lets it fly deep downfield. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Got things teed up and just about ready to go here in the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff. stopped at the 17. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2000?
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. So they'll try to salvage this drive on 2nd and long from the 12.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago, now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback and give him a little bit more time.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
It's caught downfield. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. Love to see the fearlessness of a quarterback to work the middle of the field.
And he's got so much confidence in his own arm talent to be able to get that football there before the defense can break it up.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a first down.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. At the 35, he's loose. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Incomplete. And he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
Well, the defense just did the quarterback a massive favor. That's the nicest thing they've done to him all game. They've already picked him off twice. That should have been number 3.
They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25. And the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. They're bringing heat. Going to try to get it himself. Really nice job by this sophomore quarterback to pick up the first down with the run. The Blue Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run the option. Relying on the run, he gets a couple before he's knocked down. Ball's at the 13. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. It is perfect. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down. 2nd and 10 here. To the air, it's Higgins. They're trying to get to him. Blasted as he lets it go. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. He wants to throw it. On target. At the 35, he's got room. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. And on that last play, he's now over 400 yards passing.
Well, Reese, if you're going to throw for over 400 bills, you got to spread the praise around. Up front, they've done an outstanding job protecting this quarterback, and his receivers have been winning one-on-one.
Trying to find his man on first down. Oh, he's playing with fire, and he's picked off. He'll try to take it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
From the gun, give on the inside.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break.
Get set.
From the gun, wants to pass. Good timing on the quick out. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
Great job by the QB and the wide receiver understanding what they had to do to get a first down. I don't care about the completion. I don't care about getting a certain amount of yards.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. And you just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the ice tub and start healing for next week.
And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. And the Blue Devils look to keep this drive humming. Going up top on first down. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this third and short. Zings it complete to the right. Still on his feet. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Blue Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go to the ground. Oh, he got loose. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Quarterback now has to make sure his guys are dialed in. You can't make any more mistakes. Giving up a negative play on 2nd down by the goal line, you've got to be really smart with this football.
Let's it fly. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Absolutely perfect.
I know a lot of people are scratching their heads why they try to kick that field goal. You're in the fourth quarter. You're down a boatload of points. A field goal isn't going to do it. If you want to win this game, you need touchdowns. I would anticipate for every possession they get from here on out, man, you've got to be way more aggressive.
The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism.
And the pressure gets... Down he goes at the 18. We'll see if they can dig one up that goes forward this time on second down from the 18. We've reached a 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. That is the last thing you want on first down as an offensive. He wants to take the top off. And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. Sometimes you're just too open. The Yellow Jackets headed quickly to the line. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Brings it down on the right side. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. The aerial assault continues. He'll take another shot here. It's complete.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the fourth quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
Looking downfield is Higgins. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? And the fumble will go out of bounds. They'll lose a few on that one. They lost ground on first down. Now second and goal from the 5. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Maybe they won't give in and just pass it here. Third and goal from the 4 and 3 tight ends on the field. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. The offense trying to find a way on 4th and goal from the 2. Off play action. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. This is an absolute blowout.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring. And the defense better do something about it.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those...
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. Defense will take a timeout with 28 seconds left. That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's second down. He's looking to throw. Coming after it. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. Timeout called by the defense. 23 seconds left on the clock. This is a third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Defense gets the timeout called. 20 seconds left on the clock. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. Offense set on first down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. catch in the middle. It's Shields. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical, they were faster, and it showed today.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.